lock them down here. So here we go.
All right, so they're coming on now and saying they found evidence that Obama's birth certificate was forged and how he was still able to be in the running for the President of the United States is beyond all of us. But let's watch and see what they found.
I am the Director of Media Relations for the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. I want to take a moment to welcome a couple people here. Obviously, Sheriff Joe Arpaio, Mike Zullo standing behind, and then sitting down is Bob Corbin, who is the former county attorney, former board of supervisor, former attorney general for the state of Arizona, and past president of the NRA. Thank you for being here, Bob.
And helping Joe.
And helping Joe, right? Today, Sheriff Arpaio and Mike Zullo are going to share information to you on a case that they've been working since August of 2011. Since the beginning of this investigation, you, the media, have continued to mischaracterize the nature of this investigation.
And we knew the media lied about it. Most Americans knew it was true that he forged his birth certificate and he wasn't eligible to be the president of the United States, but the media kept pushing the narrative, and unfortunately, enough people believed it, and that's what happened. Let's keep watching.
So you're going to hear this more than once today, but this investigation was never about where President Obama was born.
And by the way, if you do your research, you'll come to find that Trump, even back then, called it. He did say that Obama's birth certificate was forged. So, anyway.
This is about a document that was presented to the general public through the White House and purported to be a factual document. Today you're going to hear lots of information that some of you are going to understand.
It's not factual. It was swapped and manufactured. It's the birth certificate of somebody that was born a couple weeks apart from Obama, and they digitally cut and paste all the information onto his birth certificate to try and pass that as the real birth certificate, and it obviously worked.
I'm going to be able to tell the true story. In fact, please know that this is a very technical, but the evidence is clear if you'll pay attention. Please note you're going to hear about two separate experts. These experts are two separate continents with no knowledge of each other, and they draw similar conclusions. Again, that said, I know some of you are going to get this story and are going to tell the story the way it was. However, there's going to be others here today who will continue to malign this sheriff and Mike Zullo in order to show that you haven't been wrong for many years while covering this story. All I ask is that you are respectful during the present.
Covering the story? If I remember right, they kept trying to push it under the rug. It didn't get much airtime at all. They wanted to push it as far underneath the rug as they possibly could to change the narrative, and who knows what else was going on in the news at that time, but I'm sure it was orchestrated by these clowns.
Of the information. Here's Sheriff Joe Arpaio.
Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Back in 2011, about 250 members of the surprise Tea Party.
If you guys remember, this clown ran on telling people he's going to buy them brand new cell phones, and God, what else was he saying? Pay off their car notes. Some other crazy stuff. I just can't remember exactly what. All sorts of stuff he was going to pay off, buy them new shoes, all sorts of ridiculous stuff. All right, let's keep watching.
He had asked me to investigate President Obama's first.
I don't think at this point he should be addressing him as president. Just call him by his name, Osama.
Certificate. Since they believe evidence showed that the certificate was a fraud. I agreed to look into the matter, and with Chief Investigator Mike Zullo, we initiated an investigation. At this time, and to this day, I stated that I did not care where the president was born. Had nothing to do with that. But we were going to investigate a possible government forged document. Hope you get that straight. I've been saying that from day one since 2011. Today you would be presented with an in-depth
But if he was a natural born citizen eligible for the office of the president, why would he have to forge his birth certificate in the first place? Sounds sus to me.
summary of our investigation into the matter, which we now have concluded to be a fraudulently created document which has been represented as an official copy.
There you go. So in layman's terms, he lied. Not a shock to all of us, but this is proof. So this takes it from, oh, that's a conspiracy theory, blah, 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 to fact, which at this point, I'm pretty sure that all of us are going to find another term for conspiracy because they're all true. I haven't heard of one conspiracy that has been a conspiracy the last decade that hasn't been true.
The original birth certificate of President Obama.
Osama.
We and anyone else who dare to question the document have been maligned, falsely labeled, grossly criticized.
Well, I bet you'd have to check the timeline back then when they were doing this and see what was going on in the news and what was there a school shooting happening or somewhere right around this time. What was inserted into the media to push that narrative to steer everybody away from this investigation.
The bulk of the media on certain internet sources for years. Today, we're going to set the record straight. I believe you will be shocked by what you hear.
I don't think we'll be shocked. We knew it was true, at least most of us did, but still he seems to manage to get enough votes to win. Somehow.
See today. Also, the implications will be profound.
I think any executive order, anything this clown did under the guise of him being the president of the United States should be unwound, undone, unjustified. Whoever he voted to put in office or Supreme Court or whatever, undone. It did not happen. This is treason, probably at the highest level. Why this clown isn't in handcuffs, it's beyond me.
All we have ever wanted was the truth. And this
Answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
all we have ever wanted was the truth in this matter, with the great hope that the document was indeed a valid representation of the original document. Think of that. We were trying to clear the president. It didn't work out that way. We had to follow the evidence. We let the evidence determine The evidence determined
That's different. Usually it's speculation and innuendo and everything else except for follow the evidence.
direction of the investigation. That's what we always do on any investigation. You get the evidence. This one was handled no differently than no matter what the investigation is about. So now, the important part is to present the pertinent details and the executive summary of our analysis. I'm going to turn this over to Mike Zullo, who dedicated 5 years of his life.
I'm going to fast forward it through, get to wherever they find the evidence, just to speed this up a little bit. I'll let this guy do an introduction, and then we'll go from there.
5 years of his life.
It's been viciously against us from the beginning. An understanding of how I tried to conduct this investigation. I believe in 2012 we did 2 press conferences. In those press conferences, I had made it clear that Sheriff Arpaio's original mandate to me was, Mike, take a look at this, clear this document, because I want to be the guy that clears this document and moves this country forward.
All right, I'm going to move it forward through here and see if we can get to the evidence. So this isn't an hour-long video. Just a second here. I'll play it from here.
And trying to run you for the money. If I can push the expert, that's not a guy I want. These men could not be pushed. This is their findings, this is how they see it, and this is how they're calling it. So I'm going to run this video for you, and I want you to understand this has nothing to do with anything we ever did before. It doesn't negate what we did before, and I'll explain that. It is new and it's profound, and it's quite disturbing. So let me play the video for you now, and then we'll move on.
So I don't know if you guys can see that, but it said 9 points of forgery on this birth certificate. And you can kind of see them highlighted there. Let's kind of just go through this. I'll kind of skip it over. We're coming up on 14 minutes, so won't make this too long. Just wanted to get it out there, and hope you guys share it. And, that way it'll put an end to this conspiracy theory once and for all.
You are looking at 2 long-form birth certificates from the state of Hawaii. According to the dates on the certificates, these births took place in Honolulu during the month of August of 1961, just 16 days apart. The birth certificate on the left belongs to Barack Obama. The birth certificate on the right belongs to Johanna Ani. After 5 years of intense investigation, which included consultation with one of America's most respected forensic document examiners and a team of European media forensic experts, the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office has reached a conclusion utilizing forensic techniques both old and new. It is the opinion of the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office that the birth certificate on your right belonging to Johanna Ani was in fact used as a source document in the digital creation of Barack Obama's long-form birth certificate. 9 points of forgery in which words, letters, and hand-placed date stamps have been digitally copied from the Ani long-form birth certificate and pasted onto Obama's long-form birth certificate.
So did you guys get that? So basically they took Johanna Ani's birth certificate, cut copy, and pasted to Osama's birth certificate. And this is what he turned in to be eligible to run for president of the United States.
We'll look at the first 5 points of forgery together, since they were brought over from the ID document in one group.
Well, I hope you guys saw how easy that was to cut, copy it, and paste it on any document. If that doesn't give you guys chills, man, it gives me chills. They can do that with anything. Birth certificates, driver's license, bank records, any government paperwork. This is ridiculous, man.
Now let's drop out the ID document as a background and view that again.
So this is just going to go on and show you how they copy and pasted. Let's see if I can just go through a little bit more, speed it up. Copy and pasted all the information onto this. Let's see if I can do it here.
But as we do,
So all this was cut and copied and pasted onto Osama's birth certificate. So he was eligible for President of the United States position. I don't know how this makes you guys feel, but I'm going to cut this video right here, and it's at 20 minutes. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys another conspiracy theory proven wrong. It is true. It was true then. It is true now. That Osama clown was a fraud. He still is a fraud. And actually, he should be behind bars for treason. Let me know what you guys think. All right, I'll see you on the next one.